Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Must Love Labs. My name is Alan. On this channel we discuss tips and tools for how to raise, breed, and sell Labrador Retrievers as quality family pets. So if you're new here, you might consider subscribing. In today's video, we're going to do some dog breeding business Q&A. This is where we discuss questions that you folks have been asking on the channel. Let's get to it. Okay, let's get to some of these questions. Erica asks, how do we ship out of state? How do we ship puppies out of state? Well, there's a couple different ways that we ship puppies out of state. Sometimes I'll let them ride with a trusted friend. I've got a great friend that does a lot of traveling, and he doesn't mind delivering a dog for me occasionally. But he's not always available. So generally speaking, if we're going out of state, we use a company called Airbound Pets. They're right here in Missouri, and they help me get dogs on planes. That's what they specialize in. They've got relationships with the airlines. They know how the airlines work, and there's a little more to it than you might think. There's a lot of things that come into play. What size shipping crates you need to have, what's the temperature going to be at each airport along the way in case there's a connecting flight. If it's too warm or too cold out, they won't let pets fly. So there's a little more to it that you might think. So I used to use a trusted provider with that, Airbound Pets, and they're at airboundpets.com, by the way. And we find that we can fly a puppy via air cargo into most major airports in the lower 48. Now, here at Must Love Labs, we don't ship puppies overseas. So if you wanted to go overseas with one, that would be a different conversation. Lots of things going on. You got to have a flight physical. So your vet's going to need to fill out a form saying that the puppy can fly. And puppies can't fly until they're 8 weeks old. A lot of people don't know that. So there's a few things that are involved with it. Great question. Hey folks, if you're getting value from this video, do us a favor and hit that like button. It really does help out quite a bit. And thanks in advance for doing that. Okay, next question. Stephanie asks, where can I buy the black litter pan? And she's talking about the black litter pan and the litter pan, how to get your puppies to use a litter pan video that we did. And we get ours at Tractor Supply. They call it a rabbit hutch litter pan. They've got 3 different sizes over there. And we used a small one at the first 4 weeks. And then on week 5, when we go out to our puppy habitat, we use the bigger one, the 36-inch one. So the small one and then the medium-sized one. We get them at Tractor Supply. Now, some people don't have a Tractor Supply nearby, so we found one on Amazon for you. It's in the tools section on our website. If you go to mustlovelabs.com /tools, the recommended products and tools page, we're Amazon affiliates. I've got a little mini Amazon shop there, and I linked up that rabbit hutch litter pan on Amazon, so you can buy it that way too. Great question. Okay, Cheyenne asks, if you breed a chocolate and a yellow Labrador together, are they still AKC? That's a great question. If you have a dam and a sire that are AKC registered purebreds with Labradors, it doesn't matter what color they are. As long as they're breeding to another AKC registered purebred Labrador, you can still register the puppies. Now, Labradors are kind of unique that way in that you don't see mixes. If you breed a yellow lab and a chocolate lab, which directly speaks to your question, the puppies are going to be one color. Now, you can get into coat color genetics, and that's a whole different conversation. And it's way more complicated than what most people know. But let's say that the puppies come out some chocolate and some yellow, and maybe even you might have a black in the mix that comes out too. They call those rainbow litters. But you still bred 2 registered purebred Labradors. So again, as long as the dam and the sire are both registered purebred Labradors with the AKC, then you can register their puppies with the AKC. They're still going to be registerable purebred Labrador Retrievers, irregardless of their coat color. That's one of the neat things about Labradors. And with Labradors, you're not going to see a mix. You're not going to see a puppy that's half yellow and half black, or half black and half chocolate. Labradors don't work that way. They're going to be yellow or chocolate or black, or a variant of one of those, or a dilute of one of those. But either way, anyway, with Labradors, they're still going to be registerable with the AKC as long as both of the parents are registered purebreds with the AKC. Great question. As far as that goes, there's the more you start talking about these things, there's all kinds of little questions like that come up. The ifs and the ands and the buts of a lot of different things. It's just, there's a never-ending list of questions. I have coaching available. You can schedule a coaching session with me. You go to mustlovelabs.com to the coaching tab and fill out the form there. And we can sit down and have up to an hour-long conversation about a variety of questions. I even recommend that people develop a list first before they schedule that, so that we can maximize our time in session. And we can have a great conversation about the specifics of your situation, where you're at and what you're wanting to accomplish, and go from there. So excellent question, and I recommend you take advantage of that resource at mustlovelabs.com, the coaching tab. Check it out. All right, next question. The Roberts family had asked, they were speaking about the budget whelping box video that we did, whelping box on a budget, where I showed you how to set one up. And the Roberts family said, great video, best setup I've seen yet. Thank you very much. Exactly what size is that piece of linoleum that you put under the whelping pen? That's a pre-cut 6x8, 6 foot by 8 foot piece that you can get them. Lowe's has them, and Menards has them, and Home Depot would probably have them. It's the pre-cut linoleum pieces. And here's what I suggest you do. Put a little bit of thought into the color that you buy, in so much as how are your puppies going to look on it. Like for instance, if I know that I'm going to have a litter of snow white puppies, then I'm going to get a piece of linoleum that I think that those snow white puppies are going to take good pictures on, because you're going to be in there photographing and filming and using that in your marketing activities. Getting pictures out to potential customers and whatnot. So, and if you think you're going to have, all black puppies or chocolate or whatever you're doing, you want to look at a contrasting color of linoleum that'll show off your puppies, as opposed to a color that they'll just get lost in and not be able to see them very well. So just a little bit of thought into that for the pictures. And again, you can get them pre-cut over at most of the stores like Lowe's and Menards and Home Depot. They're really not even all that expensive. I think the last time I bought one it was like $60, $65, something like that. So prices can vary, but anyways, you get the point. It's the 6x8 pre-cut linoleum. Great question. Well, that wraps up this week's Q&A video. If you'd like to watch the playlist that has all of our Q&A videos, I'll put that up right here. If you'd like to watch the playlist for how to become a dog breeder, I'll put that up right here. You can always visit us on the web at mustlovelabs.com, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.